Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Black sheep. Perfect. So episode, I just forgot, 1.1. Only because we've been told we can't air the first one.
Yes, it's now a lost tape.
Now you have to wait years.
Years to figure out how we got here.
You'll know, like, so many things have to line up before that one will be allowed to be played.
Me getting a new job, for starters.
Yeah. April dealing with her life.
Hey, yeah. So, and mine.
I think I might text April and tell her to go stand next to you with, like, some sort of, like, buzzer.
Buzzer, so she can...
Especially since you're drinking. I feel like the longer it goes on and the more you drink, it's just gonna It's
gonna get progressively worse.
Yeah, like my anxiety's a bit high right now because April's gonna hear it. Yeah.
Well, I think what I'm gonna do is every podcast I'm just gonna have a different drink than I did the week prior. So this week, yeah, I know. So this week we have Natural Light Seltzer, Aloha Beaches with mango and peach. Go beach mode.
Where are you finding these obscure, like, fake-ass White Claws? Yeah, I don't understand.
Like what? I find them at the I find them at the shopette. I'll be honest, this one does smell very delicious.
Oh, you haven't had it yet? Not yet?
No, I just had it. Actually, that might be better than White Claw.
You can't say that about everything. I think that just means White Claw sucks. And we need to come to terms with that.
No, hold up. White Claw, mango White Claw, and raspberry White Claws are pretty good.
White Claws in general just taste like the soul. Not even a soul. Like a memory of whatever fruit it's trying to, like, impersonate.
It tastes like LaCroix got a fake ID.
Yeah, but like in a small town, like it's still stale.
Yeah. Right. So, but yeah, I think that's gonna be my thing. So, next week we'll have a different alcohol
drink. To try.
Yeah, there we go. Drink. There we go.
Yeah, and my thing will just be trying to figure out what my family member is trying to do outside of the doorway, because I think right now Clayton is setting beers on a counter. I don't know if the mic is picking it up, but I can hear it through my headphones, and I'm sure he's just putting things down somewhere. Oh, he bought energy drinks. That's what he's doing.
Bangs.
Bang.
Yeah.
And now he's gonna go yell at kids.
Nice. All right, so let's get into the meat and potatoes, the ice and vodka of this podcast.
What?
Why do you want to do this?
Why? Well, first,
why?
My name's Shelly.
Oh, yeah. I guess we could introduce ourselves.
So I'm Shelly. And you are?
Oh, Michael.
Drunk? Oh, Michael.
No.
Okay.
No, yeah. No, Michael.
Michael
Not
Ryan.
Drunk. Rochelle.
Yeah. That's different, though, because...
Don't use our slave names.
Whoa, you can't say that.
I can't?
I always refer to you as Michael Ryan.
That's true.
Hold on a second. Did you really choose my bathroom to pee in?
Sure did. Yeah. This is going to be the best podcast ever.
I did everything.
A real working mom's podcast. Are you really peeing in my bathroom right now?
There's two bathrooms. There's one across the... And I locked the door, bitch. Cool.
I haven't even heard this podcast, and it's already my favorite podcast.
It's so stupid. I'm embarrassed by it because I'm a mom. I know. Like, literally dick in hand peeing, asking me if I did animal chores. Hello.
Who is that? Clayton or
Clayton.
A child?
It's Clayton. I texted you to tell you I was recording in the bedroom.
Yeah, I know. I got that.
So what are you doing?
Come to say hi. See if you did all the big animal chores.
I sure did.
Go out there.
Nope. But you do need to make me a turkey burger with bacon.
Yes.
Goddamn right. And no tomato.
No tomato. That's gross.
Hi, everybody.
Get here. So bizarre.
Oh.
Anyways, you're my brother. My little brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm taller than you, though.
Much taller. Actually, what's
Yes.
weird is before meeting you in up in Seattle, I was trying to tell Clayton like why you needed to sit in the front seat, and I was like, "Oh, the kid's taller than you are. Like he's he's probably like 6'6". And for some reason, when I picture you, you are like massively tall, and I think it's because you got so tall so quickly as a kid. But in reality,
I did.
you're not that much taller than me. And I think Clayton might have even been the same size or taller than you. But in my mind, I see someone
Clayton's
like
over
6
feet, ain't he?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm not over 6 feet.
You're not?
No, I'm 5'10".
That is insane. Because in my mind, I just see like this towering, like, child.
Probably doesn't help that April's a good 4 inches shorter than me as well.
I thought I was way shorter than you, but I guess I'm not. Michaela is.
You're not. Oh God, Michaela's tiny.
Censored.
Oh my god. What a terrible caveat. It was unnecessary.
We'll bleep that part out. I can add.
I don't think you will. Womp womp.
Okay, so now that we got our introductions out of the way, why are we doing this?
Why are we doing this? I feel like we have a lot of things that we want to say that no one really needs to hear but wants to hear, but they don't know that they want to hear it.
Yeah, I can agree to that. I feel like there's a lot of unnecessary thoughts floating around our heads that we just need to get out, and our spouses and family are tired of hearing it from us, so
Yeah,
we have to share it
definitely.
with people who are
I feel like if I could
unsuspecting.
watch... Yeah, I feel like if I could watch some sort of like mini TV series of just our text conversations, I would totally pay to see it. If I was like on the outside, like what are these two doing? Especially when we get into like a group message.
A group
with
chat?
family.
Oh God, those are my
Yeah.
favorite.
Those are so unnecessary. Like I understand their like the need for them in family dynamics, but what the unnecessary part is adding us to it, because
They know better?
very quickly, they should know better, but very quickly the person who started the group chat, Courtney, asked themselves,
that out,
and
too.
then to the others, no, we don't need to bleep that out. You know what you did, Courtney. You brought that upon everyone. Now John's mad at me. Cool. Like,
Which is funny. Why is he mad at you?
I
It's Courtney
don't
was trying to get me to apologize.
I don't know. That's what doesn't make any sense. And we just have, you have these like little sprinkles, like, and I love all of my siblings and all of my family, but some of them are just overly emotional to the point where I just can't, and I don't have the time, because I'm still wiping a 6-year-old butt on some days, and just to add on top of that some emotional retardation, I can't. So when you start these group chats, and then when we start bantering, and then what seems like attacking someone, I don't think we are, and then we get in trouble.
I
And
know.
that's not cool.
It's not, and I agree with what you're saying. Like with the group chats, like we got our own shit going on. Like you got a 6-year-old's ass to wipe, and I'll be honest, I got my own ass to wipe, and that's
Michael,
some days that's a challenge.
I really
It's a
hope
challenge
that
and
you
a half.
wipe it better than Jax does, because yesterday when I was giving him a shower and I tried to just get him, like, he'll just stand in the water and do nothing. So I scrubbed him, and his skin was kind of dry, so I was trying to use a new soap on it. Anyways, I was scrubbing his butt, and then I handed him the washcloth, and I was like, scrub your weenus, because you're a big kid. And he was like about to, and he goes, oh my gosh, what's that? And I look, there was poop on the wash rag. And I fucking lost it. And I jumped on, like, the only group text, which I've gotten in trouble for bulldogging people, is the group text message between the 4 parents over here, and everyone is against wiping his butt except for me. Everyone thinks, like, he needs to wipe his own butt. He's 6. Like, he obviously can't do it. Now there's shit in my shower. Like, this is what I deal with.
You guys are
So
gonna
I
get
jump on the
athlete's
text
foot.
message. Yeah. Well, I bleached it, but I was like, he had poop in his butt. No one fucking responds. I'm just talking white noise to the World Wide Web. I can see they all left me on red. No one cares that I just scrubbed shit out of his butt. But you're right. Everyone knows that he's ready to wipe his own ass. Like, I can wipe my own ass. No, you can't. Sit down.
Oh,
It's so gross.
the kid's my hero.
Dude, he's gonna end up in prison for hate speech. Like, I'm sure that'll be the first, but
Hey. Go easy. If me and you haven't ended up in prison for hate speech, I think we'll be okay.
he's at our level at 6 years old. That is frightening.
So he just needs to level out. Like, he needs to level out now.
Okay.
Me and you, we peaked. So we peaked and leveled out. This is his peak. You need to teach
At
him that.
6? That's the saddest thing I've ever heard. 6 years old. I'm peaking. This is it for me. Savagery to my siblings and bye.
I really didn't know. I don't know where I was going with that.
Sorry.
There's a lady walking her dog in front of my window. But yeah,
How can that be, Michael? You're in a professional studio.
Yeah, professional studio being the windowsill and a rolling chair that I don't know where it came from.
The office.
Yeah, it'll eventually become maybe not a professional studio, but a proper studio once we move into our house and get out of a hotel.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean,
But-
I don't have any sort of luxury like ideas like that until either my kids either run away, get stolen by gypsies, or move out, or until Clayton decides we can build a new house. But even then, I don't want a big house. I don't think I'll ever want anything more than 3 bedrooms.
We just like a little like side closet for this.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I
soundproof
mean,
it and
at some
stuff.
point, because Aiden is 12, and then Alexis is 8, and then Jax is 6. So Aiden has 6, 7 years tops. I'm really pushing military with this one. Like,
Why you push the military with that one?
kids got to go. Like, so I had to print out instructions on how to make breakfasts because I still make their breakfast, but now that I went back to day shift, I have like picture like instructions on how to do things. So but I was teleworking today, so I was home, and he was going to make oatmeal for everyone, but the other 2 didn't want oatmeal. They wanted eggs. And so I said, you're just making oatmeal for yourself. So he's like, okay, so 2 packets? Like, bro, you're 12. How fucking hungry are you? Like, sure, 2 packets. So he puts in the water, and he's all like hesitant. He's like, is that enough? I'm like, yes, it's freaking instant oatmeal. So he puts it in there in the microwaves it, and then I go sit on my bed to do work because my back hurt. And then he comes in my bedroom and tells me he's ruined his oatmeal. And I'm like, what? I'm like, how? And he goes, well, it's way too soupy. I was like, how did we get here? And he goes, well, because more than
You
a
just
quarter.
gotta let it sit at that point.
Well, I was like, now you got cereal, soggy cereal. And he said more than a quarter cup of milk. It spilled out of the measuring cup. I was
Porridge.
like, well, why are you putting... Yeah. I was like, why are you putting a quarter cup of milk in your oatmeal? And he said, because that's what the instructions say. I was like, Aiden, those instructions are for 5 packets of instant oatmeal. You just put enough milk for 5 packets, and you have 2. I was like, you didn't think to downsize. You have to downsize everything. You have to... Everything gets cut. All of it. Water, milk, brown sugar, everything. And he's like, oh, well, now what? What do you mean now what? Dude, one time I left, Clayton came home, I told him, make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I gotta go, I had an appointment. Clayton gets home like 2 hours later, and then he texts me. He's like, hey, I'm heading to Wendy's. Do you want me to grab you anything? I was like, why are you getting Wendy's? I'm making dinner. He's like, well, the kids were starving. I was like, what? Because there wasn't enough bread to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. They just decided, they opted out not to eat. That's it. We're gonna starve. I got home, I freaking lost it. My fruit basket completely full. There are like snacks on top of snacks frozen, like everything. I'm that mom that just has way too much food because I grew up in a house with 9 people. And it's all here.
Right.
But because I told them, peanut butter jelly sandwich, they can't make it, we're going to die. Bro, make some fucking cereal. Anything. So, yeah, military. Only because I'm tired of yelling, someone else's turn. I'm ready to, like, tag team out. And I know they'll feed him, hopefully.
Sometimes. And
I don't know.
what's your plan for Alexis?
Alexis is my... That should be fine. She'll be okay.
Your prodigy?
No. Oh my gosh, no. We're very different. She actually might have to stay here a little bit longer because she's already boy crazy. Jax's stepbrother, who is 18 now, Alexis is constantly like worried. Like, does Donovan have a girlfriend? Does Donovan have a girlfriend? It's none of your goddamn business. Try that. Try staying in your lane, girl. You don't need to worry about anybody having a girlfriend. That's not your problem. So, like, she just likes to randomly pop up questions like, when can I have a baby in my stomach? Like, when you're 40. And then Jax, he wants to be, like, he wants to, an inventor. But, like, if you ask him to break down, like, what he actually wants to do, he wants to be an engineer. Like, it's pretty cool. And he's obsessed with, like, magnets and batteries and Legos. So, half of me has like really high hopes for him and he'll succeed and everything, and the other half of me knows he'll get fired for hurting someone's feeling and like someone filing an EEO complaint. So
Right now, in the future.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Like I probably would have filed
I think,
once or twice
you know,
right now if he
switching
was like
subjects
a
a little
coworker.
I think it's cool that I hit you up and I was like, yo, I'm trying to start this podcast, and you're like, yo, me too.
Yeah.
And the people I was trying to start a podcast with originally, they were lazy pieces of shit. Love you, Mervin. And we were all lazy pieces of shit. We just never got our shit together. And then you were like, yo, I'm doing this with or without you. And I was like, oh, I need to get it together. And
What's
so here
funny
we
is
are.
like if you hadn't like gone and got a mic and like actually gone into it, it would have just been, I wouldn't have done it either. This is like that puzzle where you don't know where like the weight is leaning on, but like somehow like the structure is standing. You're like, what the fuck? Like something's holding something up. It's functioning. It's like our government.
Yeah, I mean, I really wanted to do a podcast, but I'm trying to skip past that comment. I wanted to do a podcast.
Why? No. It's so loaded.
I just don't want to do a podcast by myself. So I was like, well, shit. If my friends aren't gonna do it, I was like, I need to find somebody else. And so I like started putting feelers out there, and the first feeler I put out was you, and you're like,
oh, you didn't
yes,
ask anyone else?
Let's do it. No, once you said you were down to do it, I was like, good enough for me. I don't need any backup plans.
I've said it to like a couple of my girlfriends, and it's like I love them to death, and I know we're all busy and we're all in our own like messy lives. But it's so funny when they're like, "I have no time." Like, listen up here, bitches. I was homeschooling full time, like at home mom, from 6 to 2 every day, farming, and that's my own fault. And then I'd turn around and go to work for 10 hours, and I'd get home around midnight, 12:30, and I'd sleep for my 4 to 5 hours, and I'd wake up and I'd do it all again. So when you little bitches try to tell me you don't have the time, you don't have it, I'm running 2 fucking lives. And I know it was 4 to 5 hours every fucking night because luckily my iPhone tracks my sleeping. And one day I stumbled upon it and I looked. I was averaging 4 hours and 35 minutes for over a year. I understand why I gained 30 pounds. I get it now. I was like, oh my god, I'm such a failure. Bitch, you're not sleeping. How can anything else in your life be healthy if you just can't fucking sleep?
No wonder you guys are like mainlining bangs over there in your household.
Yeah. Like we go to Winco, we get them on the cheap. Like if I pay more than $1.88 for a bang, I'm pissed. Like no. Yeah. If I could like just do an IV with a bang, I would do it. Like I wish I drank coffee because I'm sure it's a lot cheaper, but it's gross and it tastes like dirt.
I hate coffee.
It's so disgusting.
I hate coffee, and I mean, I love energy drinks, but I really got to pace myself with those because I'll drink one like before bed.
Clayton will do
just
that.
laying
It's
in
weird.
bed on a spaceship type of.
He drank one last night or yesterday and like took a 2.5 hour nap. Like I at least
I
get
can't do that.
my heart a little bit pumping, but what's
I had
what's
my
crazy is like
supervisor, one
I
of
can
my-
just stop. Oh, what?
My supervisor, my past supervisor, this man used to like take pre-workout on his way to work at
I
an
had-
office job. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
how are you?
It's a
not
very
taking,
normal
like,
thing
the
now.
pre-workout he take was like, he was like, oh yeah, this pre-workout's called crack, and I was like, how are you taking that right now? Like,
Methamphetamine 0.01. No, people on swing
that's
shift,
essentially what he was
instead of-
doing. And I was like, what are you
Yeah.
doing, you savage? He's like, it wakes me up, bro. And I was like, God, you're an animal.
No, there are guys on swing shift too. Instead of
I
drinking
take
energy
that
drinks,
same
will take
pre-workout,
it.
and I feel like a meth head on my way to the gym.
Dude, my skin sets on fire. Like, why are my lips itching? I'll just scratch them off. Cool.
Oh my God.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. I'm like,
So
dude,
gross.
you take this to sit at a desk.
Ugh.
I'm like, how much did you sleep last night? He's like, I don't know. I fell asleep around like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, well, what time did you wake up? He's like 6 to go to the gym. And I was like, God, you
Oh
need
my
to
god, no, that's gross.
probably chill,
No, I just
chill with the
just got
caffeine
fat,
before your heart
so.
explodes.
it's cool.
I don't think
So
you got
wait.
fat.
I got fat. I'm fat now. So before April comes in with a buzzard, are you allowed to say what you do?
Oh yeah, I'm in the military. I mean, I don't really think anybody's
Beep!
gonna
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
try to steal that from me. Oh, we got his identity. He's in the military. Let's be depressed like him. Got him.
I promise you don't want my life.
No, I mean, I know my job is nowhere near as secure as your job, where your job is like, you're like, oh yeah, I work for the government.
Kent Mansley
She's a
work
spy.
for the government.
Um,
If you can tell me what movie that's from right now, I'll send you $10.
What was that question? Oh, I'm sorry. Something about
Kent
what movie?
Mansley, I work for the government.
It's a movie?
It's from a movie. One of my favorite, like top. I lied. It is my favorite movie. Number 1. I can watch it whenever.
I don't know.
Kent
The
Mansley, I
Equalizer?
work for the government. What? Do you know me?
I don't know.
What the hell is the Equalizer? Is that with Denzel Washington?
Yeah, that guy.
Ew. No, this is a cartoon. I'll help narrow it down. Oh.
But yeah, I'm glad you and I picked up to do this podcast together, because I feel like the two of us, chemistry-wise, with the banter back and forth, we are both equally savage level people. And two, we have the same ideas and looks as each other. And I think we'll balance out well in this podcast.
I hope so. We shall
Yeah,
see.
I mean, I hope so. I mean, if not, I could always just drop you. I mean, I have the access to all the accounts, so if this doesn't work out, you're fired.
I will literally make a new mafia and come after you just for your fucking podcast.
Oh my God, I am. You know what?
I'm a drop you. Who says that?
You're fired. Come at me, bro.
Excellent segue into Donald Trump.
You like that impression? I feel like that was.
Our government
one
is
of my-
falling apart.
I thought that was one of my lesser impressions, but you picked up on it.
I picked up on it. I feel like you're just like tossing me these breadcrumbs, but then anytime I try to like jump into a politic conversation, you're like, and then April said,
Well,
or then my cat did this.
I feel like we're coming. Okay, here's why I'm doing that. I feel like we're coming to the close of this episode.
That's true.
So
I also feel like I'm a lot more political than you right now.
You're long-winded too, which isn't a bad thing. And your political standpoints, I mean, I think we need a whole 30 minutes just to get through a quarter of what you want to say when it comes to your political standpoints.
That's because, like, as a Gemini and like as my personality type, like I do
I'm
the
sorry,
research.
what did you just say? Did you just say a Gemini?
As a Gemini, do you not
You're one
believe
of
in
those?
astrology?
No, I
Oh
don't believe in
my
astrology.
God. How?
Oh my God, you're such a Leo. I don't even know what my sign is, to be honest.
Oh, for God's sakes! Now I'm gonna look it up.
I was born March 20.
Can't say the
something.
stop. Beep, beep, beep.
Oh,
We already got to talk. Beep, 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 beep.
beep beep.
April's gonna be so mad.
We're going to. My identity is gonna be stolen by next week.
No, they would have already gotten it.
Again, they don't really want it. Like, not like I'm
No,
not
yeah.
rich. Far from it. My job sucks. No, it doesn't. I love my job. U.S. military. Please don't fire me.
I can say my job sucks.
A civilian life. Hey, with your job, are you allowed to smoke weed?
No, I'm a federal employee.
But you're a GS employee, right?
Yes, but what? Of course.
So I know back in Guam, the GS employees could smoke weed as long as they weren't on base.
No, I can't.
Oh, that's right, because you're a spy. Got it.
I wish I was a spy.
Oh,
That'd be way
That's
cooler than anything
that's
I've
something
ever
a
done.
spy would say.
Honestly, however, I mean, I can say what I used to do. So I spent 15 years in a trade for a naval shipyard making boats invisible. Like, that was my part of, it was a very small part of my trade,
So
but
you were a Houdini spy.
yeah.
No, David Copperfield. That man made stuff disappear. Okay, interesting.
What does Houdini do? You're an Aries, a ram. Golden ram from the Greek mythology is representative of strong individuals who are quick to take action. Not quick to do anything.
No, I'm not quick to do anything. In fact, the only thing I'm quick to do is avoid action. I'm quick to avoid
Yeah.
it.
That's good.
My motto is if I can procrastinate it, I'll let future Barzanti handle that because that.
Oh my
guy
god, I
is-
procrastinate everything. Like,
I actually have
don't
a
tell
going
me when you
I
need
have a
something.
going
Just
away
tell me you
gift.
need it.
Oh yeah, exactly. Don't give me a date. Don't give me a deadline. My going away gift from my last base was, that's a problem for future Barzanti.
Yeah.
Because that's what I would say. They'd come in and be like, hey, we need to get this done. I'd be like, ooh, that sounds like a problem for future Barzanti. We'll let that guy handle it because A, he's way more adept to handle it, and B, he's way more mature than I am. And then I would just walk away. And I would say that not only to like my peers, but like to commanders and like chiefs who outrank me greatly.
Why
They
not?
didn't-
There's no
I
reason
need
why
to-
you shouldn't.
Exactly. Like I'm not gonna, I got it. I'll take care of it eventually.
So that's where we differ because I procrastinate also, but like I'm very accommodating. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, give me all the information, tell me what you need, I'm gonna do it, and then I'm like, I'm gonna set that right there.
No,
And in 2 weeks'
I do
time,
that too.
you and me, boo boo, we're getting it done.
Yeah, no, I'll do that too. I'll be like I'll get the job done. I won't get it done right now.
No, definitely. But I don't give any sort of like insinuation that I'm not gonna jump right on it. Like they think like that's my top priority. I'm like, okay, dumbass, I got it. But
Yeah.
not gonna happen. For sure.
Either that or I just give it to somebody else. Just pass the buck, Like, yo, yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
hop right on that. And be like, hey,
Oh my gosh, the
Smith.
best thing to do,
Hey, Smith, come here. I need you to take care of something. And then
use
take
them
credit
as
for
like
it.
teaching and mentoring moments. That's what I
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, I know you haven't done this yet. Let me explain it to you, and then you're gonna. This is your baby, cradle and grave. You got this.
I used to, so back at my last base, I used to supervise like 4 different people, like per shift. And what I would do is I would come in and not want to do any work. So I would just give the shift leader duties to somebody else and call it training.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
exactly.
you're the shift leader today, training. Don't fuck
I'm
up.
literally teaching leadership now, and that's leadership.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what you should do.
I'm like, hey, don't fuck up. But if you do fuck up, let me
It's
know.
okay.
We'll fix it.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
But if you don't fuck up, don't come to me. This is your shift. And then I would disappear for the entire 8 hours of the shift.
I wouldn't do that.
I mean, I'd be in the back office watching Netflix or some anime show or something.
You don't. Oh, animation.
You just
I'm
haven't
paid by
found-
the hour. I just need to.
Oh, I'm salary. I get paid regardless. So.
Actually, no. Now I'm salary. I figured that out.
Oh,
Yay,
are you salary?
before-
So, that's right. GS employees are salary.
Yeah,
Yay! So you can screw around at work and get paid for it.
I did that before.
I mean, that's why I go to work just to poop, so that way I get paid for pooping.
Oh my god. I think like the thing I will miss most about like my last job is
Overtime.
just and it's not like I know I need to like back up and not spend so much money, honestly, but I had been in my position for long enough that when I was working overtime, I was making more than $1 a minute
Jesus.
to make sure people didn't die.
I'm sorry. Did you just say more than $1 a minute?
More than a little over $1 a minute. It's like $1, I think, 20, $1 like 18 or something a minute.
So
That
the
is-
time it took me to. So the time it took me to do a 15-minute poop.
I would have made over $15.
Yeah, you're pushing like. God damn. That's nice. That's real nice.
It is.
I'm glad to see
but-
that the military is taking care of civilian contractors rather than, the
Oh,
military.
I am not a contractor.
Not anymore.
I was never a contractor.
Oh, same thing.
I was a federal employee. I worked for the Department of Defense. I fix and I maintain, repair, and retire the Navy's fleet. You're welcome.
So you worked at the junkyard.
What in the hell made you think that? What part of what I just said brought junkyard to your mind?
Decommissioning ships.
That's actually,
I don't know.
honestly, out of all the things that you can do in a shipyard, like repairing boats, we don't actually build boats. I think that's done on the East Coast. But cutting them up, and I know you're not supposed to say cut ups, whoever's listening to this, probably no one, but cutting up boats was the best job I ever did. I loved it. Like, just, it was so much fun to watch, like, an entire submarine disappear in less than
That
2
does sound
years.
it took you 2 years?
It's
Sorry.
made out of steel. There's some shit
They don't-
inside of it.
This is 2020. You're telling me there's not, like, some kind of, like, laser cut that we can just do for this?
It's funny you should mention that because that technology does exist, but they're still like, let's just bring in this high rotation of people to continue to use sawzalls and thousands of blades to cut up a boat. Actually, like the outer submarine, they burn it, but there's no
They burn
laser. Yeah,
Why is
They
there no
burn,
laser?
like-
This is 2020.
there are often.
If Disney and George Lucas can use lightsabers for movies, I feel like we can use one to chop up a sub.
Baby brother, I promise you, there are so many days when I'm inside on a base and then inside of a naval shipyard watching like these miraculous jobs get done, and I have to ask myself, did we really put a man on the moon? Because this is crazy. Because we are using such like ass backwards, like archaic technology and processes and methods. And I'm like, you've got to be shitting me. Like, case in point, our internet. Like, you're telling me the only way to make my laptop work from one docking station to another is to completely shut it back down and then bring it back up? What?
Yeah, I mean, if we
But
can
there's been a
communicate
man
with
on the
people-
moon.
If we can communicate with the man on the moon,
Yeah,
then
suck my
you're telling
dick.
me
Make my laptop work.
why don't we have faster internet here on Earth?
It's
More
insane.
readily available.
Yeah.
It is.
A man on the moon. Nah. Hoax.
This is the government's hiding technology.
What's sad is I don't even think it's our government. I think it's just China like, haha, suckers. And the Americans are too stupid. Yep, we sure the fuck are. We're literally wearing masks, just living our lives. And everyone's okay with it.
Apparently North Dakota is like the worst state right now for COVID.
There's no way.
Google it.
I'm not Googling that. Maybe.
Why you don't
I'll
believe
I'll
in
Google
conspiracy?
it.
Yeah, I'm about to say you'll Google that later. I know you. Yeah, it's like the like highest rate of COVID right now.
Fake numbers or real numbers?
I,
Are we allowed to say
Both?
COVID? Are they going to censor us? This was risky.
No, it's
Let's
going
just
on
end it
spot.
before
It's-
they.
all right,
Right?
let's just end it. Let's just end it.
I think we said COVID too many times, and then I said it.
We did
again.
say COVID.
Eh.
Oh, sorry. Bob Lazar.
What?
Okay. Are we gonna let's just
Oh.
go ahead and wrap this up.
Yeah, okay. That's silly. Episode 1.1, we did it. Black sheep.